Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's talk about NXT 2.0 for April 5th, 2022. This was a pretty decent show. There was some stuff I liked, and some stuff I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Let's talk about that first. So let's get into the bulk of everything. The bulk of the episode, we're going to start at the very end. That being Gunther losing to Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker retains via the Gorilla Press Power Slam. And then we see Rick Steiner. He's been kidnapped by Joe Gacy and Harland. And we go out the air that way. That's brilliant. I love this. This was some really, really good shit here. But I don't think that Gunther needed to lose this quick that fast. They shouldn't have fast-tracked this at all. I felt like they made a massive mistake in doing this. It doesn't make any sense. I feel that Gunther, they could have waited at least until like SummerSlam weekend and do it like that. Like that's what I thought they were going to do. Like I thought they were going to swerve everybody and tease everybody and not really do the match. I was thinking maybe like something was going to happen, like an interference or whatever, but it didn't happen. So I think that Gunther, aka Walter, is heading to the main roster. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I don't. But it is what it is. This never should have happened. I'm loving the Joe Gacy type shit. That was fucking awesome. They're finally using him correctly. I mean, they did before, and he caught a little bit of steam very quickly, and they said, nah, we want to do it our way, because people were, going apeshit on Twitter with his character. But I really dig his character. I dig it. But I personally think that they should have saved Gunther versus Bron Breakker for down the line, sometime around SummerSlam, and have Gunther be the one to defeat Bron Breakker, and then after that he gets called up to the main roster. So, but what's done is done. It's nothing that can be done. I do like this, but I just feel bad for Imperium and bad for Gunther. Like, they took a bunch of L's tonight. They took a bunch of L's last night. So let's get into the show. So let's start from the beginning, shall we? So we've got Bron Breakker comes out, cuts a really good promo. The crowd was chanting, "We want Ziggler," and then they did, "No, we don't." So it was like a 50-50 type of chant. I hate when they do that bullshit. It's so fucking annoying. Out comes Gunther, and let's set up the NXT Championship for the main event later on in the night. Then we had the Creep Brothers. They were attacked after defeating Imperium, who lost. Oh, and Bartel broke up with, they broke up Imperium, basically. So they kind of dipped out, and, Eichner was like, look, I'm out. I'm done. Fuck this shit. And then the Creed Brothers, they win, but then they were taken out by Pretty Deadly. And so they're really cool. I dig those guys very much. I love their character work. But I don't understand why they had them come out in like hooded attire. It just didn't make sense at all. I feel like also that NXT UK is a dead brand. I feel like what they should do is kind of just get rid of it, and whatever stars that are still there, like Tyler Bate and others, like whatever stars that are massively over, heels or faces, bring them on to NXT 2.0. And then I guess just, kind of salvage the rest. That's what I would do. Um, but anywho, this should be an interesting program with the Creed Brothers and Pretty Deadly. Moving on, we had Cameron Grimes. He, cut a really good promo. Carmella Hayes was not on the show, so they fast-tracked that. I'm pretty sure he's going to the main roster. Solo Sikoa is the new challenger. He cut a really good promo. He wants gold, but it's not going to happen. I think this is going to be Cameron Grimes' like first decent win, and I don't know what they can do to salvage Solo Sikoa. I just don't fucking know. I mean, we get that he's the younger brother of the Usos, and he's the cousin of Roman, but that doesn't mean jack shit. Like, he doesn't have a character. He has no character. Then we got some comedy stuff involving Dexter Lumis and Duke Hudson. It ended in a double count out because Parada and Hartwell couldn't get their guys in the ring. It's just a dumbass storyline. Like, fuck this shit. Then we got Toxic Attraction defeating Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai to reclaim their NXT Women's Championships. Mandy Rose got involved, obviously, along with Wendy Chu, and they did the total elimination finish for the 1, 2, 3. I feel like this should never happened. They never should have allowed for Toxic Attraction to lose their titles. I think that was bullshit. Post-match, Dakota Kai was pissed. She started throwing around ladders and shit and saying, she's going to come after Mandy Rose. So next week it's going to be Mandy Rose versus Dakota Kai for the NXT Women's Championship. Dakota Kai very well could win. She never has won the NXT Championship. The NXT Women's Championship. So I wouldn't be shocked. Then we see the crowning of Tony D'Angelo being crowned as the Don by AJ Galfanti. He ran out his own resume and all that nonsense, but he's now, the Don. And then later on in the show, we see Legado Death and Tasman roll up. They talk some shit, and they're like, yo, we're fine with y'all as long as y'all stay in y'all's lane and focus on y'all's business and don't come into our business. We good. You get me? So that's pretty cool. It's interesting to see where they're gonna go with that one. We had a really good match. We had an okay match involving Nikita Lyons and Lash Legend. Both sexy women, both beautiful women, like badass. Obviously Lyons, she gets the win here. They're still going to continue to push her. I feel like she might be the one to be the next in line to dethrone Mandy Rose in due time if Dakota Kai doesn't do it next week. So, because I do think Toxic Attraction will be on the main roster, I want to say around SummerSlam. So I do think they'll probably end up, losing everything by SummerSlam weekend. And then we already discussed the main event. So, that was that. But overall, it was a good show. I enjoyed it. Gunther losing everything, that makes no sense. I don't know what he's going to do. I feel like he's going to go to the main roster. LA Knight, same thing. He wasn't a part of this show. Not Cameron Grimes. Carmelo Hayes, he wasn't a part of this show. So, I don't know what they're going to do. It just feels like they're going to end up calling up a bunch of people that are basically beyond ready for the main roster. LA Knight, Tommaso Ciampa. They probably are going to get Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. They probably will bring them up very soon. I don't see Dakota Kai winning. I just don't. There's a possibility. I'm like this. There's a possibility she could win, maybe like a 10% chance she could win, but there's a 90% chance she's going to lose more than likely. So she'll be caught up on the main roster. And I'm really digging what they're doing with Joe Gacy. I really am. I just wish that they didn't fast track Walter and Bron Breakker. I feel like that should have been saved for like SummerSlam weekend. I think that would have been a banger of a match, and it was decent here, but with Gunther losing clean, with no interference from Ziggler or Imperium, it just, to me, doesn't make any sense. I feel like they're going to get called to the main roster. So, yeah, there's that. So, on that note, thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for my videos. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
To the end.